like to start by doing what we've all been doing, offering a hearty congratulations to all the successful programs, teams at San Diego State. We've always said when you have success, everybody benefits, everybody's boat rises, and everybody gets recognized. And women's volleyball, Deidre Collins-Parker wins the conference. Deidre's Coach of the Year, a great season. Mike Friesen wins the conference, rated in the top 5 in the country, Coach of the Year. And now Rocky Long wins the conference, Coach of the Year. It doesn't those honors are not surprising. When you have success, everybody gets recognized, and it's great to see what's going on in our building with the Aztecs on the Mesa here. James is back with me. We are feeling good about ourselves, but we have to be careful we don't feel too good about ourselves. Last night's game with Texas Southern was a game where as I watched the tape, I thought we lost just a little bit of our edge in the second half, and then they made shots. They got hot and made shots. And if you look at their MO in their games, they have a half in most games where they shoot awful, and then a half where they shoot either good or lights out. And they had that with us again. So we contributed some, and then they made a couple and thought, here we go. We're going to make every shot we take. So we have to learn from it. We have to get better, and we have to not accept when you allow a team to shoot 54% from the field in the second half and have as many layups and easy baskets as they got. But a lot of good things, 15 for 17, free throw line, all in the second half. Shot well again from three-point range. Guarded, I thought, very effectively in the first half, and our conversion defense, which has been suspect, is getting better. So progress, but we trying to demand perfection, which hard to get, but good thing to shoot for. So any questions for Mr. Rahon or myself?
Coach, you talk about the Mountain West and what kind of results this league is getting right now. And it's not just the teams that were picked to win it. I mean, it's a Wyoming beating Colorado, it's Boise State going into Creighton and winning. How good is this league this year? You've seen it in a lot of years, but this is the best.
It is more than just a top-heavy league. You're exactly right. I think most people thought at the beginning that the teams that were good last year, ourselves, Vegas, New Mexico, Colorado State, all NCAA tournament teams, would have a chance to be good again, and we are. We're all good. New Mexico's undefeated. They moved into the top 20 or so. Colorado State, I think, is undefeated, and they have had some great wins. And then ourselves in Vegas are playing pretty good. But you look at Boise, I believe one loss at Michigan State, beat Creighton at Creighton. Air Force playing terrific, played Wichita State in the crossover game with the Missouri Valley and shot 15 for 30 from the free throw line, or they would have won. They got beat by 3 in that game. Wyoming is playing fantastic, undefeated. So that takes in almost all of us. It's a really, really good league that's always been hard to win on the road. And I think it's going to be very, very competitive. And I pull for every team in our league to win every non-conference game we have to make the relevance of our league be there. And we're doing a pretty good job of that.
Coach, one thing I've always enjoyed about your team's the man low post defense. How's this team looking down the low post, doubling, causing pressure for the teams that come in that have a lot of size?
We will selectively double when the ball goes into the post. Sometimes we won't. Sometimes we will. Usually double off the other big guy. Haven't done a lot of that the last few years, and we thought we would need it against USC, and we did a lot against USC. We thought we would need it against UCLA, and it never quite turned out where we got there. We were able to get there quite quickly enough. So we haven't doubled a lot, but we've practiced on it. So I think we'll be prepared when we have big, strong post players on the other team. I like our guys in terms of how they've guarded inside. I mean, we've got we've alternated one legitimate post player in Deshaun Stevens and Skylar Spencer, and they've done a pretty good job of defending one-on-one in the post.
James, Texas Southern started out in the second half on bringing full court pressure. You guys turned the ball over a little bit. What kind of problems did they create for you guys?
Well, they were definitely a little pesky group of guys over there. Very tough. We just got to focus on coming out, I think, with more intensity in the second half, being smarter, making smarter plays, and being able to handle that pressure when it comes to us. Maybe a little bit better, and just be prepared for that.
Coach, last night you said your team kind of suffered from a little bit of mental fatigue in the second half. How important is this 4-game homestand right now? You're in the process of before you guys go to Hawaii.
I wish that I could schedule like Jim Boeheim does, never leave the Viejas Arena in non-conference play. It's always nicer to play at home. You know your routine. You don't have to travel. It's so much nicer to be able to do that. So it's good. Yes, this is good for us. We're happy that we're home. The important thing to do is not get complacent and say because we're home that we're going to win. We have to prepare. We've done a pretty good job of that. Our kids have been pretty good at listening. We had a short turnaround between UCLA on Saturday and the game on Monday. We didn't dress. We didn't go on the court on Sunday. We didn't meet. I watched film on both ourselves and Texas Southern. But we had a really good, I felt, very informative learning walkthrough on Monday, our 2 to 3 shoot around. So everything that they did, we knew what they were going to do. Dutch did a great job with going through their 3 or 4 sets, and you can't get too complicated, but we knew what they wanted to do, and the disappointing thing to some degree that some of the things we walked through, it appeared as if, especially second half, when we're not there to yell, be ready for this, be ready for that, where we got caught almost by surprise, and you can't have that happen, and it happened to us, and I think that's not being quite alert, and we've got to be better. We have given up a lot more points and a higher shooting percentage in the second half of most games, and that we can't keep talking about that. We got to perform better defensively together.
James, do you feel like there was maybe a little bit of like a kind of emotional, mental hangover from the UCLA win?
Well, there shouldn't be. We should come out every game like it's UCLA. But having a short turnaround, maybe there was a little slippage. We just got to make sure that we don't let it happen again, and we come out ready to play each and every night.
Coach, Santa Barbara is usually a tough task. What can we expect from a team like Coach Williams' squad?
We've had some great games over the years with Santa Barbara, some games that have been a bit bizarre, gone to the wire, multiple games that have been overtime. Last year we were very fortunate to win up there in overtime. He's got a young team. He's a terrific basketball coach, and they have a lot of sets that they run, and they speed cut on their sets. They run their sets hard. So we're going to have to be alert, we're going to have to be smart, and we're going to have to be able to defend the cuts they have and all the things that they do. And they also have a lot of young kids. I think they've got 3 freshmen in their top 7 or 8. They had a great win Saturday night in overtime at Santa Clara, really good win. They've had hard games. They were at LSU, at Illinois State, at Santa Clara, Wyoming at home, and Wyoming beat them at their place. So this is a team. Our players who are returning, they know what we went through last year when we went up there, and they've got 2 or 3 of the guys back that at time were last year were a bit of a role player. Now they are primetime players. So I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a good game, and we're gonna make sure that we have ourselves ready to go. I'm glad that we don't play them tomorrow. I'm glad we have 2 days to get ready for them.